Hello everyone, my name is Preflight, and we are playing The Legend of Zelda, the Minish Cap. This will be our first Let's Play. You'll see here, this is my first file of the game. Such good memories with this game. I love this game, it's a lot of fun. This is the only Zelda game, I think, that came out for the Advance. This is for the Game Boy Advance. So we're gonna go ahead and start this. Come up with, let's start with I think that'll be a good one. So, Jake is not here with us today. Make sure you put the message speed at fast. Oh my god, you have to do this, or they will talk forever. I'd like to get you guys into this story, though. It's a very good story. This is actually the second game in the official Zelda timeline, just behind Skyward Sword. I'm going to let this play out so that you guys could watch it and read it as well. But I've played many Zelda games, almost all of them. There's a few I haven't played, but I've beaten very few of them, and this is one of them that I've beaten. And I chose to do this one as a Let's Play because, well, I'm sure everyone, we brought some people over from our old channel, and that's all we did was Pokemon and things dealing with Nintendo. And so far on our channel, we have nothing but football. Nothing but sports, which doesn't appeal to any of those people. I don't think, unless it does, in which case, that's pretty awesome. So, we decided to go with a Zelda game. Originally, we were going to do Pokemon Stadium, and we decided against it because you can't really beat that game, I guess, if that makes any sense. I mean, you can, technically, but, a lot of that game comes down to luck sometimes, because Gen 1, their whole situation wasn't, their metagame wasn't really that great, if that makes sense. So, there's a lot of luck involved. So here we go, starting this off with Princess Zelda in our house. And apparently we are sleeping, of course. My favorite Zelda game is Link's Awakening. And I've beaten that game, and it is, I just love that. It's so much fun. It's challenging, but it's not that, it's not like hardcore. There are a lot of Zelda games that get you frustrated, but and it's a fun game, and the music in that game is beautiful. I love the Ballad of the Windfish. It's one of my favorite songs. The music in this game is phenomenal. I mean, a lot of it, the way that their rendition of Zelda's song here is fabulous. Turn that up for you. Oh shit, well, we get a sword. That sword is actually supposed to be given to the King of Hyrule. But this version of this song is gorgeous. One of my favorites. My favorite song in this game, if I remember correctly, is the Temple of the Droplets theme. Now, I don't know if that's the one I'm thinking of, but I certainly love it. So this game, for the GBA, this has got some really good animation, doesn't it? I mean, I don't know, like the hair bouncing and everything, and the arms moving back and forth. It's just, I don't know, the animation is actually pretty good. And with good music, a lot of people forget this Zelda game, and I don't really know why. It's not anyone's. I'd like to know if this is someone's favorite Zelda game, because that'd be just different, There are a lot of gimmicks in this game that a lot of people don't like. As we go on, there's a lot of new items that are introduced in this game that change the gameplay quite a bit, and I personally love the whole idea of shrinking. You shrink in this game. And I like that gimmick. Now, some people might say that the reason they did that is so that they can save few bucks on spriting Link when he's like this tiny little thing. But I don't know about that. But anyways, I was thinking about doing this Let's Play using the 3 heart challenge, which is where you don't pick up any heart containers after you kill bosses. But no, I don't think so. I don't think I'm going to do that. That's pretty ridiculous. I mean, some people do that stuff, and it's just unbelievable. So here we're going to get a shield. Of course, you always get a shield. It's the first thing you get in almost every Zelda game, is the shield. If anyone's wondering, the only other Zelda game I've beaten, other than Minish Cap and Link's Awakening, is I beat Phantom Hourglass. Oh, and I'm gonna put that to B. And I think that's it. It's really embarrassing. I own so many. I own Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. I never beat them. I own Wind Waker, and I got so damn close to beating it, and I never did. I own Oracle of Seasons, and I have not beaten that. I do not own Twilight Princess or Skyward Sword, although I'm working on that, actually. Just give me a little bit, but I'm working on that. And I actually own the original Zelda and Zelda 2. And my NES right now is a little... let's just say it's a little fucked up right now. So it's not reading the games very well. So I don't want to get far and then, you know... I know you can save, but still, it's a little sketchy. But I do want to beat them on an original NES. No bullshitting. So, this does take place in Hyrule, and you'll notice Link does not have his hat, and that's because the reason this game is, or the reason that this is one of the earlier games in the Zelda timeline is because you get your hat here, apparently. So this Pickery blade is kind of the thing before the Master Sword, and it was created by the Minish, who, for some reason they confused, humans called the Minish Pickery. Which I understand, because they actually say like Pico Pico when they talk, but like, how do you confuse that? And here we meet Vaati. I thought it was interesting that this competition that they're talking about, when I first saw like this, when I was first reading all this, I thought it was like a sword competition. But it's not, well, clearly it's not. He's a sorcerer. Like, he doesn't even have a sword. So I was like, how the hell did he win that? But no, it must be like an arena-style thing. Also, I found out when you actually upgrade your sword, and I thought you could dual wield. I always thought you could, because that would be really cool in a Zelda game, I think. I mean, you still can have a shield, but I think you could dual wield. That would be pretty interesting. So, the Pickery blade was there so that he can protect people from monsters, and now Vaati just let all the monsters go. He is the main antagonist for this game, which is interesting because that means that Ganon and Ganondorf isn't in this game. It's not the main antagonist, which is odd for some people. I mean, alright, so here we go. This fucking dick. So of course we're sleeping again because for some reason it just always happens to us. Alright. Master Smith is here as well. He has come to see His Majesty the King. Oh, so we're inside the castle. Also, I'm gonna not use save states in this game. I'm gonna play it as if I was playing it on a GBA. And I'm also not gonna use the speed up function because look at this. It's nuts. It's just not, that's not even fair. The only time I would use that is if I was playing Pokemon. In which case, yes, I use that all the time. You know how many freaking random battles you get into in those things? You got no time. Ain't nobody got time for that. So, Jake is very sorry he could not be here. But he will be in the next one, I assume. Unless I decide to record a bunch in a row here. In which case, then he will not. On Wednesday, we're going to have our new... Jake's going to have his new series of the Espen. You guys are going to like that. It's a fucking hour long. We had a lot of technical difficulties with that, but we got it done because we love every single one of you guys. We got it done. And, you know what? That's Jake for you. He gets something in his head, and he will not stop. And he got that thing done. All the power to him. So, if you look at our map, it looks small. It looks like there's actually not that much, but the map's a decent size. It's not huge, but it's a decent size. So what I've been tasked with doing is finding the Minish, because they created the Pickery Blade, and maybe they have some answers. I also love the roll. I roll all the time in this game. I mean, why wouldn't you? It's so much faster. Also, because I'm playing on an emulator, I can do that. Which makes killing... You know, it's funny, it actually doesn't make killing enemies that much easier. Just because I, you know, tense my muscles up and spam the A button, it doesn't make anything easier. You'd be pretty surprised. So those are Octoroks we gotta take care of. We got some construction going on here. So what we have to do is cut these down and off. Now, in this game, there are these things called kinstones. They're basically the collectible in this game. Yes, I gotta be good. They're the collectible in this particular Zelda game. I would love to try to get all of them. The only problem is there's 100, and there are green, red, blue, and yellow kinstones that you then have to fuse with people. It's a very strange... They explain it. When we get there, you'll see. They explain it pretty well. And the problem with all that is... unfortunately... Oh, I wonder what this is. You'll find out sooner or later. Unfortunately, there's 100, and the green ones are... I mean, you can buy them. There's like a merchant later on that buys them. That Goron... There's a Goron merchant that buys them. And unfortunately, other than that, they're complete random. You have to find them out here just by cutting down shrubbery. And it's kind of ridiculous, but if you can look past that, they actually give you some nice things. Eventually, I'd like to see if I could try to collect all the heart pieces. I mean, you can get up to 20 hearts in this game, which is nuts. I mean, it's fabulous. I mean, what a goal, huh? What a goal, huh? But yeah, so I'm actually playing this on another... I'm playing another file on this, so I can... The last time I beat this game was 2 years ago, so I have to kind of teach myself how to play again. But, you know, in this song, it's very cool. This is the Minish Woods, and I love this song. Oh, shit. Let's go. But this song is really cool. And they did a really good job with all this stuff. So, I'm going to cross over here. I'm going to head down here. Get it a little foggy. Got some green slimes. Hey, they're from earlier games, huh? Huh? What do you think, huh? A lot of people... This game came out pretty much, I think, right after Wind Waker, pretty much. Although, you know, I've noticed, like, in concept art, Link is supposed to look like Toon Link, or whatever the hell you want to call him. I'm going to call him Toon Link. But he's got blue eyes, and he doesn't... you know, the Zelda games are supposed to have, I think, each of them are supposed to have different looking Links, because not all the Links are the same. I understand Majora's Mask and Ocarina, because they're the same Link, but they're supposed to have different Links. So I didn't like it that, like, Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks and Wind Waker all had the same Link, even though, like, they're not related at all. Now this, right here, is your hat. Yes, that is a hat. Doesn't seem like it at all. It's a hat. He's going to talk about it here. Oh, but that's at the point when the world is a lone child dude and deep in the woods, blah blah, ho ho, I see, ho ho. The Pickery, you say, and body by his curse. What, the Sacred Blade? Question mark, exclamation point, question mark. Yes, Sacred Blade, break the curse. Eslo, that's his name. So, you roll ahead 3 times in a row. And eventually he gets pissed off and jumps on your head. And there it is. Link's hat. And the music. Do-do. Quit your squirming. Alright, guys. Let me just briefly check at how long this has gone on. 15 minutes. You know, I don't want these to go much longer than that. So I think for an intro, that's gonna work. So guys, I really appreciate you sticking around. Please rate, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And we hope to see you again next Monday with the second part of The Legend of Zelda, the Minish Cap.